on players with PSL or overseas experience. I want to personally thank the President, Dr. Denny Jordan, and Technical Committee. I also want to thank my family, my wife Refilwe, the boys, Mpo, Mohau, Tato, and Lebohang. This marks the end of my appointment, which was until further notice for this campaign, without any contractual obligations in period. Thank you for the platform, MSW.
Wow. Is that a resignation or an end of a contract?
Well, Rob, I didn't have a contract, so it's an end of a service, really, to put it bluntly. I'm stepping down in simple language.
Good morning, everybody. We are back. The show is called TBR SSF Show, which simply means TBR Solution Sports Forum. It is myself, the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe. I was supposed to be having all the guys, Saddam, Thabiki, and all that. But you know what? Network is playing havoc. It can finally do that. We are really experiencing a serious electricity crisis now. If it's not load shedding, it's outage. And you know what? We get electricity for 2 hours. The next thing is gone. It's outage. The next thing is it's load shedding. The situation is really dire. But nevertheless, let's move on. Let's discuss sports. Let's discuss money. Today, which is the 1st of April, 2023, we are going to discuss a number of issues, and then whereby we are able to share some of the news with you. But in the meantime, I know that Thabiso is struggling to come through. I can reach Saddam. I don't know what's happened. Like, I suspect that probably could be network. Now, as we normally do, Saddam would always share what are they going to do as a Chiefs branch, as Kaizer Chiefs branch in Thabiso. So remember, they are playing Stellenbosch. So they've organized a transportation, as you can see on my screen there. And then it will move from BP Garage here in Thabiso at about 3 o'clock. And then, and then I think it's, the price is 120 to and fro. I'm sure you can see the numbers of the people that you contact if you really want to, to go with them. So those are some of the news that I wanted to share. But not only that, we know that congratulations to the player for Stellenbosch, who won the Player of the Month. And then, you know what? This shows that age is not, it doesn't restrict anything. Because I remember this guy is now a little bit old. But look, he's doing quite well. And then deservedly so, he deserved to get the man of the match. So, and then, the Player of the Month. So not only him, even the Coach of the Month was selected this month. And then it is Rulani Mkwena. Rulani is doing exceptionally well. Remember, December, January, Rulani Mkwena was the Player of the Month, together with Rowan Williams Coach of the Month, together with Rowan Williams as the Player of the Month. So again now for February, March, Rulani has scooped that title. I talked to his father, Julius Sono, because I've wanted to sometimes to have him as one of my legend. And then in one of the posts that he sent to me, he said, "My son, I'm happy to hear that. He's a very proud father." Why not? Why can't you be proud? And you see, they look the same, if you know Julius Sono very well. Thabiki, welcome to the show. And then, I was just saying, PSL has shared the news with us about Player of the Month and so on. And PSL, they have come up with innovations of giving what you call the quarter lock standings, quarter 3, log standing. Remember, you're still going to the last quarter now, which is quarter 4. Even that one has been won by Mamelodi Sundowns after 8 games with 22 points. And then, so you can see, we don't know what's going to happen down there. We've got Richards Bay, who did not do well as far as this quarter is concerned. Chippa United are also there. But I'm impressed by Sikhukhune United, so I'll be sharing some news about Sikhukhune United. You know, they'll be having their games very soon, so I'll be sharing. Thabiki, welcome to the show. How are you doing? Can you kindly greet the viewers?
Thank you very much, Ntate Shabalala. Morning to the viewers, also morning to yourself. What a lovely morning. The sun is out, unlike yesterday when it was just raining and cold. Yeah, thank you very much. And talking about Rulani, I also had a brief talk with his father some 2 days ago. He said they have a plan as a family, like to support Rulani, and then he's looking to be in Europe by the age of 45. That means by that time he would have conquered Africa, I guess. Yeah, that was my reaction to him as we've been speaking via WhatsApp. He said, yeah, they are looking to support Rulani. His goal is to reach Europe. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, here is the issue that I want us to discuss. A quick one. We saw David Notoane with his interview with Robert Marawa. You know, he said something very chilling, that he's resigning, all right? But not only that, you know, it was also an issue of him saying he doesn't have a contract. He never had a contract with Safa, you know? And that was a little bit puzzling for me. How could he work for so long without contract? But what was also puzzling is the fact that he thanked the president, which is Danny Jordan, all right? And then, so I failed to understand exactly what's happening. And then I asked Saddam, as the president of the supporters, working closely with Safa, to get the numbers of the people there in Safa so that we can give them an opportunity, a right to reply. So I want you to say a little bit about that, so that not too long, just a bit. What's your take about this in terms of your analysis?
For me, it's simple. Like I said the last time when they couldn't get the results, I mean, when they drew their first league versus DRC Congo, I told you straight up that these guys, they don't get support. Like the under-23s are not taken seriously. They only meet up on Wednesday, then they play on Friday. You expect a coach to perform miracles. You expect the team to win. You expect the team to go to the Olympics. It won't happen. The other teams prepare. Other teams play friendlies with their neighbors, with the other teams in their leagues, just to prepare their team. You understand? They're under 23s because they know that's the development, that's the next national team. So if you don't give the coach, even the PSL teams don't support the under 23s, they don't release their teams. He must go fishing down there by Motsepe League there. So I totally agree with him. Just let the seat go. Just expose what's happening at Safa. You know, even though by him saying that he did not have a contract, he was just working when there were games. Maybe he was being paid when he was coaching, maybe just a game. So it goes to shows what's happening there in Safa. They're not taking our development serious. So that points out to the president. So I don't know how could he thank Danny Jordan for the opportunity given, whereas he was just using him just to fill up the seat there.
Now, let's say, I don't know whether it does indicate that this is how our coaches are being treated. You had your Brazilians, your Pereira, Santana, all those guys. You know, I don't think this is the kind of treatment that they got, all right? So it's a little bit worrying if you get this kind of news, because we don't expect that. We expect smooth running. But on the other hand, we need to congratulate Safa because finally we have qualified for AFCON. Remember, we've been struggling for some few years now. And then hopefully we'll qualify also for the World Cup. I don't think this time we need to miss the boat. And well done to the coach of Bafana Bafana, and well done to Saddam and his team to welcome the boys so that they can see that they are really appreciated. So those are some of the great news. And I must indicate that thank you, Rowan Williams, for following us, the goalkeeper for Bafana Bafana. I saw now that he's following us. So that means maybe what we are doing, we are doing something right. But as much as if things are not going well, we'll criticize Rowan. We are not going to be but nevertheless, we'll also praise you if you are doing a good job. So people need to understand that. Even Kaizer Chiefs, of course, we have Saddam here, but we are not going to stop criticizing if we see things are not going wrong. And then, but yeah, let's move on. The show goes on. Now, I just want to share something with you guys. And these guys, remember these guys are new in the league, Sikhukhune United. These are their 5 upcoming games, all right? So soon they'll be playing Golden Arrows, and they'll be playing Maritzburg United. They'll be also playing Chippa United. They're going to play Kaizer Chiefs and Amazon. What do you think if you look at this lineup, all right, which is about 15 points? Do you think what do you think out of these 15 points, if you look at Sikhukhune United, how many points can they collect?
For me, 3 Durban teams, that's going to be a tough one. Added Chippa there, added Kaizer Chiefs drama there. I don't want to say the numbers. I don't want to put the numbers forward. It's going to be difficult.
I want you to give me the number.
The number, I think
how
they should
many
just
points?
get, I think 6 points will be enough for them in these next 5 games.
6 points. We'll watch the space. Yes. I don't know whether 6 points means 5. Your mic is closed. And then I don't know whether it will be a question of 5 draws and then and what when you say 6 points, or it's going to be 2 wins, and if it's 2 wins, which are the 2 wins are going to come up, where are they going to come up from? Now, Thabiki, we know that today, I just wanted to share this. Today, we are having Mamelodi Sundowns. They are playing their game at about 7 o'clock, and then which is CAF, and then we are crossing fingers for Mamelodi Sundowns to do well, because remember, they represent us. Because they represent us, Mamelodi Sundowns, we need to be behind Kabuyelo. Kabuyelo, they are coming up very, very well. But before I go as far as the local football is concerned, I must indicate I was very much impressed to see Kaizer Chiefs living up to their standards of ensuring that they renew their sponsor with a medical scheme. So that's a very good thing for Kaizer Chiefs. You know, when it comes to brand, Kaizer Chiefs are at the leading club. Let me tell you something. I always say to people, sorry about that, that problem has come again. Always when I'm doing a show, there must be a throat that has to be cleared all the time. Now, but don't insinuate anything. Maybe it's a biological thing in me. Now, you know, I normally say to people, business is the easiest of them all, at the same time, or simultaneous, difficult. So it looks like a very contradictory statement. It's not. What I'm trying to say here, I'm saying in business, it's simple in the sense that in business, you copy. You copy what others have done, then you'll succeed. Now, if you listen to Steve Jobs, he says it in his biography that myself and Bill Gates, we copied from Hewlett Packard. That's business. You don't reinvent the wheel. You copy and make it better, all right? So we learn a lot from Kaizer Chiefs when it comes to branding, how you have to position yourself. I heard Dr. Patrice Motsepe at some point saying, I learned a lot from you, Dr. Kaizer Mdou. So that's how easy it is. But it's difficult because in business you fail many times. 9 out of 10 startups, they fail in 5 years. They cannot celebrate the 5-year anniversary because it's so difficult. It needs tenacity. It needs consistency. It needs, especially tenacity. Hold on and take the hardship. You know, I was talking to another gentleman yesterday at the chemist. I say, you know, business, it's beautiful and difficult. It's beautiful and difficult because there, if you don't have money, you don't go to a boss and complain and say, increase my salary. You must create it. And creating it is the most difficult one. So you need to have a way of creating that money. So that's business. So big up to Kaizer Chiefs, and then we want to salute them. And then I know that you are Kosi, if you can say just a bit about that.
For me, it's simple. Consistency. The club is run on another professional level. I mean, you know, I saw yesterday they were also having some press conference. Also, you can see that people like to associate themselves with Kaizer Chiefs. So I don't blame the medical scheme for renewing the contract again with Kaizer Chiefs. So I know that you can see that how they run things. They make other people want to associate with them always. So yeah, big up to Kaizer Chiefs, by the way.
Now let's move on. It's happening in England. I've just picked up something which is very interesting. I just want to take your pick up your brain. Social media, I always say, One Football, they posted this. They said both Jose Mourinho and Antonio Conte have won a trophy at every club they have managed, okay? To at least, no, Thabiso, that feedback at the back, please. To at least 50 games, except one, yep, just Spurs. What's happening with Spurs? So this statement is saying that Jose Mourinho has won titles with all the teams that you see there. Jose has won the titles with them. It could be Madrid, it could be Chelsea, it could be Man United, Spurs. I don't know. What does this mean? Does it mean that there is a problem at Spurs? Thabiki? There is a problem at Spurs.
No, I don't think there's a problem at Spurs. I don't think there's a problem at Spurs. The English Premiership is a very tough league, so you can't blame them for failing in England. Even if you can see the teams that Conte and Mourinho coached. I mean, they coached Chelsea. Chelsea is strong financially, is stronger than Tottenham. Even Mourinho coached Chelsea. He won titles with them. He coached Manchester. He won something with them, but he did not win the league with Manchester United. That tells you that the league in England is very strong. So I don't blame them for failing.
If it was strong, why he won with Chelsea twice? Mourinho. Why Conte won with Chelsea? No.
Yes,
why they won with Man United? So are you not answering yourself by saying these clubs are investing? Maybe it's a problem. Tottenham Hotspur should invest. But let's move on. The show goes on. Are we going to see Arsenal winning the league this time? I saw people saying this time it looks like Arsenal are definitely going to take the league. And then remember, this afternoon we have Liverpool and Man City. All right, that's a big one. Wafa wafa, according to our language. What's your take? Do you think Chelsea will win the league this time?
Rather Arsenal, I mean to say. For me, if they just have consistency in the next 5 games and then, take every game step by step, for me, I think they're going to take it. They're going to ace the league. If Manchester City won't catch them. I'm definitely sure in the next game versus Manchester City, because I know they have a game versus Manchester City. I believe they're going to take it also. They're going to beat Manchester City this time around because they are so committed, and then the players, you can see the energy, the positive energy that they have in the
Okay.
in the pitch. They just want to destroy teams every chance they get. So for me, they're going to take it.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on. The beat goes on. Now we go to our favorite, the Messi Special. Sort out the sound that side. I think it's giving me a problem, and you're starting to break now, and I hear some bit of a sound. The Messi Special, we'll always do the Messi Special. There's a lot that to talk about, and then I know that Barcelona, the president has spoken that he's going to try by all means to ensure that he gets Messi back to the team. Not only that, we saw we saw a lot of people talking, and then now for the first time, Barcelona, issued a statement that now they are talking now to the Messi camp. We don't know what's happening, but what we know currently, PSG are the only team that has an offer on the table. But this strong statement that is coming from Barcelona leadership, it shows the intent. And now I follow the news in Spain, news media, very reliable news media. And then they are much convinced that Messi is going to definitely join Barcelona. So we'll see what's going to happen. Now, let me share some of the news as far as Modimo Abolo is concerned. We know that the training, the CONMEBOL, which is a continental, it's like CAF, their headquarters, they have only 3 players. They have Pele, they have Maradona, they have Messi. These are the winning World Cup players, all right? These are the only 3 players who are there in their statue. This statue is in the size of Lionel Messi, Modimo Abolo, as I normally say. Remember, this man has received so many accolades. One of them is the training facilities in Argentina, which deservedly so, he deserved it. So we'll watch the space, what's happening. So, and then Thabiki, I don't know whether you want to say something in the meantime about what is happening about Modimo Abolo. A quick one before
nothing much to say. I just want to see him back in Barcelona. I just want to hear the Spanish commentators talking about Messi again in their Spanish. I don't understand Spanish, but either way, when they speak Spanish, when Messi he has the ball in the pitch, when they just go, Messi, give Messi the ball, give Messi the ball, give Messi the ball, Messi, goal. I just want to hear that again. In France, they don't praise him like the Spanish people, like they don't love him like the Spanish love him, and the Argentinians too. So for me, we just want to see Messi in the Barcelona shirt again.
Remember I said what PK did during the King's Cup. I think it was a strategy to get him back, to say, look, we love you, man. You deserve to be here. This is where you belong. And I think that has worked the magic, because you can see that Modimo Abolo is now warming up to that, because we are told that he has asked the meeting with Laporta. So we'll watch the space, because there are a lot of news that you get from everywhere. So we need to be very careful. But let me share this one quickly. This guy is Frank Colit OBE on tweet. All right, he shared what Thiago said. Thiago said, it's harder to defend against Leo than Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo deserved to win everything he won in his career, but the little difference between them is that Messi, with the ball one-on-one or even against 2, is very difficult to stop. So this is Thiago. And what I've observed, Messi is praised largely by players and coaches across. Whereas Ronaldo, you'll hear it from the Portuguese players, you'll hear it from the Real Madrid players, and to large extent, some of the Man United. But now this is against the norm. One football says this is what Tony Cruz. No. Do you see this goalkeeper? Messi scored 3 goals against him, and when they played the friendly, and this guy said, "Yo, he has been waiting for this T-shirt." Um, Internet is unstable. I don't know whether it's yours or mine. It is unbelievable, a dream come true. That is the goalkeeper. Everybody is a fan of Messi. Now I've played against him. It was a tough game. He scored some goals against me. And then, but I also saved some good shots from him. After that, he told me that too, that I've made some good save. So that means a lot to me. This is the impact this guy has on everybody. So yeah, and then I think here I also have what Tony Cruz says, according to Frank Khalid Obi. So Tony Cruz says, in terms of assist, I would leave Messi out because he's special. He does everything on the pitch that no one can do, scoring and assisting for fun, as well as scoring free kicks and many other things. So I will talk about players who are on the same level as me. Kevin De Bruyne, Mesut Ozil remain the best players who can assist you at any day. I must say, I'm also impressed by Di Maria's assist rate as well. Leo is just what every player wants in their team. Out of nowhere, he's able to carry the ball through. That is not world class, but that's Messi class. Listen to this. That's not world class, Messi class. Now,
well said.
And I heard Rodrigo said Madrid players are not allowed to talk good about Messi. At some
Oh, hence Casemiro is now talking good about Messi because he's in England now.
Yeah, then I'm worried about Tony Cruz if he says this and he's still there. What's going to happen? Now, thank you very much. Much appreciated. And thank you guys. I really appreciate for you to subscribe. And like I said, big up to Rowan Williams to follow us. KK Sono is following us. Steve Sikano is following us. Frank Farouk Khan is following us. So it means we are doing something right. And hopefully we'll get better and better. And please people, subscribe. The more you subscribe, the more we are going to make this show better. It's difficult, but we are getting there. Thabiki, just bid the viewers farewell. We'll talk about Momo next week.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Shabalala, for the lovely show, lovely talks, lovely topics, and to the viewers, thank you very much for watching the show. And please look out for the today's fixtures on our social media platforms, scores updates, and the news, latest news and all that. Thank you very much. Catch up, or we'll catch up on the social media platforms too, girls, because I'm not going off. I still have to work. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you. Hello, everybody. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe from a TBR Solution. TBR Solution is a financial company that helps people to be financially savvy. I'm sure these days you are aware that prices are very up in terms of petrol, in terms of goods and services. Prices are very, very high. Now, these days, we are on a campaign to help those members of GPF or government employees, especially if you are 55 years old or above, and you are contemplating to resign or go on pension in 3 months' time. Give us a call or drop us a WhatsApp, then we'll call you back so that we help you to get your money expeditiously, as compared to sometimes people get their money after a long time. We will then transfer your money from GPF to Allen Gray, whom we have a relationship with. And the good news is, once the money has been transferred, you will choose how much you want to earn. If you happen to pass on, your spouse will also get the same amount. Then if it happens that both of you passes on, you would have appointed or selected beneficiaries. It could either be your children or anyone else. And there's nothing like age limit that they must be 22 or below. Even if they're above 22, they'll be able to get the inheritance from you. So that's how flexible it is. And then I know that sometimes people, they worry about medical aid and all that. We also have with other partners who assist you to get a medical aid. So if you want to learn more and get more information pertaining to that, just drop us a WhatsApp. We'll therefore come back to you. I thank you.